I'm excited to see how the Vipe is utilized. It's come in and out of fashion on this map at times. The double controller allows for a lot of delay, and for trying to almost just disrespect that delay, immediately running straight into the hands of Serial, and already that's going to be a double opener, but we mention his name plenty throughout the beginning of this. And Zeus has done well. How is Yetaje alive? I will never know. Desperately low on HP, and Patatech will deal with him.
Zeus is low, so he's going out for the aggressive play, catching them off guard for another, and his triple kill locked in. But the round is not. Camo still alive. He'll tap this spike now to draw them into a fight. He thinks Zeus will be the point of contact. In fact, it's going to be his opposition. His team.
And looking like re-aggression actually coming in from the defensive side. Timing here is going to be absolutely everything. It's Camo with a quick double. Almost loses his life in response on very low HP, but he will live a little bit longer at least.
He's not going to get caught by utility. He has got free reign to walk around. They're clearing garage now, not knowing that he's already crept through. They're a little late to the party. The problem is that it looked like Foot had made a mistake by going back to short. Ada Captains picked up a double, almost a third to follow. And while Yetaje might not have any impact, but Ada Captains done it for him.
That's going to go through. He is. And Ada Captain is waiting on the other side. I think the problem is for Foot is their economy is in such a bad spot that they need the space more than they need it to disrupt this. They needed to hopefully find an opener, but getting into the site was the main goal. Instead, though, they're going to have to try and play this passive position. There is actually a tiny gap, but it's one that should be aware of. And there you go. Already Patatech was spamming that box to get rid of cracks. And now the flank coming in from Kiko. And they seem a little bit disrupted by the fact that all of that utility's coming through. Kiko's done well, leaving 2 remaining low on HP. And with the spam already coming through, it should be easy pickings in the end.
Донатов нет. Здесь вас ждут самые низкие цены на Valorant поинты, подробная инструкция по пополнению, отзывчивая поддержка и быстрое выполнение заказов. Все это и множество других опций вы найдете на сайте донатов.нет. И также они часто проводят конкурсы в своем телеграм-канале. У них есть система левелов, которая даст тебе возможность лутать призы за каждый полученный уровень. И еще они добавили задания, которые можно выполнять и получить дополнительную скидку на любой товар. Переходи по моей ссылке в описании, и ты автоматически получишь купон на свою первую покупку. Не упусти свой шанс, пока он здесь. С донатов нет, донаты есть.
Yeah, that was that. Either he jiggle peeked and that was just a spam, because yeah, that's in mid window. So like normally you'd spam a little bit deeper if you were just spamming the angle. Already though, into the site they go. Cracks has taken space underneath Heaven. And actually it seemed like that was a paranoia going through maybe from the defense, so they don't have it to play with on the way back in. Luckily Kiko is going to be able to find a couple. In fact,
maybe Liquid are starting to read into that too. Even as the drone flies, there's 3 players on the A site. And 3 have been spotted on long. This is huge information. Patatech under pressure. The stun's got him, but Camo's got the side angle locked down. Cracks falls, and the site take. There's no one else to follow up on it. They're delayed. And at this point, I assume there was a stun from Camo that slowed them down. Where do they go from here? Not through the Viper wall, and by the time it drops, Liquid are ready to fight. They've dropped the spike. There's a flank coming in. And because they've lost their Cypher, they had no idea. Sure, Serial doesn't get his pick, but it's still a 4 versus 2 that they're left in. Big re-aggression coming out. A long big play for Zeus. He's given them a chance.
An angle where he can battle and brawl, where maybe he gets a bullet off before anybody else realizes, and I think he's just slightly missed the timing on the players making their way back through long. They're clearing everything as they go. The few deeper positions that could have been a problem for them, and now, well, it really is starting to diminish into very few positions that Ada Captain can be in.
Oh, they're not looking the right way, though. That's 1 pick. Time ticks away. 1 shot in return, and he is down. In fact, it's being stuck. Nats is sticking it all the way. He doesn't expect the swing from the low HP player, and he's gambled correctly. Another Zeus being dropped here. It's put a real spanner in the works. Even in a round like this where you've got weaknesses, he could be the difference maker. But the element of surprise of that A hit, it's not there anymore. Liquid are constantly ready for it. Viper wall goes up. Paranoia is not hit. And And the TP is heard, dealt with immediately. Beautiful reposition by Nats.
We've seen the stall. It's one player in, it's cracks into the back of the site, and everybody else still stuck on the other side.
This looks like a great read as well from Liquid that the A site wasn't being taken.
7 HP.
I don't know what's given that idea away, but they fully pushed up. They've got the info, and now the stack is in on the other side of the map. TP even being used from the shadows, but it's not necessarily needed. It's Foot being sent into the shadow realm as Nats...
Double controller, and when there's any sort of level of confusion, that's where things go the other way. That's another opener for Kiko. He has been the bane of their lives in the early rounds, and he's just going to escape back behind the wall again.
Oh, the shock dart to eliminate Zeus. Team Liquid are there, ready and waiting. They've got the read. Nat's creeping up. He's caught them on the run back. It's Camo with him. And he's even got a third player there to support. Patatek joining the fray, and the drone is sent through, catching one. The judge, not enough.
Having that one piece of utility that seems to be a difference maker, and the goal on the other side is just keep running it down. Like, literally, the goal in this round was just, let's just run straight into garage and hope we win the fight. That's not strategy.
Sleep, brother. Revealing area.
Well, it might not be strategy, Tom, but it's certainly not working. In the camp of Team Liquid, there is nothing but success. In fact, it's a flawless looking at a pistol round to send this to map 2. If it wasn't for those big individual plays, they'll need to find some of that flair again, and Zeus is the one to pick up the opening.
Hey, Timmy the Turret gave him the warning, about as much warning as you could get. And the shock darts from Mr. Valen. He is turned into Robin Hood in this round, just immediately managing to get a couple. Even still, though, you got to be careful. But Yedajay's position, yeah, I was about to say it should get him something, and in the end, he finds
a little bit hesitant to find hope again in this Foot performance. But perhaps they can stoke the flames. It doesn't look like a great start with Zeus down. Oh no, the follow-up as well. Is that the recovered weapon that's being put into use? Either way, it's working wonders.
Oh, Cracks has had a mare. He's had a mare. He's run out of bullets. And the second he has, they run straight through. Camo just taking names.
The reason for the hesitation to believe in the resurgence of Foot here. This map has felt so convincing for Team Liquid. Again, there is a lower bracket to work at. We're only in map 1, but we're talking about that because next up will be Liquid's map pick. And the resurgence will have to be godlike from Foot. Good reaction on the early mid play. A lot of space taken, and 3-man rotation around to the seaside. I like what I'm seeing from Foot.
Well, right place, right. Oh, maybe not right timing. That drone going through could leave some problems, but it's allowing some spams. Those spams are not connecting, though. Zeus, however, is already managing to get 3 kills in this round. It's been 4 Ks from him. Those are pretty low odds. Well, one in 17 so far. You
know what Ada Captain's saying right now as he comes into heaven? He's saying,
timing for Yedajay.
Don't ever tell me the odds. There's one. It's not going to be a 4K.
How's he got both?
Oh, Cracks as well. They've stepped up to the plate when needed most. It might not be the 4-piece for Ada Captain, but it's the next best thing. Oh, maybe it's not. Yedajay needs to step up a little bit more. Ada Captain's got one. Serial, the last man standing. He's down to his classic. Is he out of ammo? Yeah, they know where he is now. They've heard the step.
They still need 6 in a row.
That's a good start. Not only is the Viper down, but Zeus has been able to pick up Nats. It's Zeus firing off. The C site under pressure. Ada Captain the one, though, waiting on the other side, himself and Camo. About to have a head-to-head, but he's tucked in the corner. He's buying a bit of time as the rotation comes in. Cracks is now on the scene. Ada Captain isn't. He's been deleted. Cracks luckily able to at least get the trade, but the numbers thinning out as Zeus falls. So too does Yedajay. The B site now open. The plant coming through any moment now as Patatek picks up another on players on C, on B, and the plant is on A. Full control for Team Liquid, and they will hammer home this victory 13-6. These comebacks from Ada Captain and Yedajay towards the end as well. And the pistol.
Well, I have pistols.
Exactly. Both pistols going their way. Both follow-ups, not so much. And Ada Captain's down right away.
Nice. Not the start they were looking for. Paint shell will at least delay them a little bit, allows the remaining defenders to get into position, and they've lost all the fights. It's down to Zeus, it seems, again, to maybe be the savior of the day, but he is desperately low on HP. Plant already coming in. Mr. Farland's going to try and find a gap around the timing, and he is going to fail miserably. It comes down to this man once again. Needs an... This also goes back to what I mentioned before, though, about Zeus taking a lot of fights where it's just solely reliant on him. Like, there was nobody else even remotely close to trade or give him util. That was just Zeus fighting, and when he loses, it doesn't go particularly well. Camo's already in behind. I don't think they've paid attention to the TP, maybe expecting him to have faked it. The thing is, though, the rest of the players on site have actually done quite well to trade, keep that one even. The problem, though, already having that man disadvantage, and, well, Mr. Farland about to be in a world of trouble. His position should immediately be revealed, and Serial's not giving the game away. Happy to just play off the back of the time. Eventually, though, will go for the swing, and now Foot are back in the round.
Yeah, back in with a chance. Patatek down below. He's got the support as well. Camo's there behind him. They'll swing, but no, it's actually just one. Camo stays tucked. It's a mistake. It gives them a chance here. The snakebite blocks off this. They know that he's around this side, and they'll face him with ease. They've used Paranoia already to take B main. Didn't find success on the A push, and mid has been occupied. So it makes sense that they want to commit elsewhere. Valuable piece of utility gone for the late round. Yedege lets the clone go right past. Cracks, waiting inside the smoke. Now's his time to strike. He gets caught! He gets caught on Camo! He went running into a crouching player, couldn't get through the smoke, and then gets...
Might just hold a little bit more value. The reveal also just dodged, and now, well, Mr. Fallen's going to go walk it into the firing squad. It's the same again from Liquid. Just grouping up as a four-man death ball, just running in towards the site as a team. They know that a captain's going to be around here somewhere, and Camo is just firing today. Planted into my brain. There you go.
I was very thrown off. I was with
I'm
you.
not used to being up this early, you know. It's only 1
Seaside
PM.
on Mirage. They really, she has changed a lot since I was last in it. Oh my goodness. Well, this is okay. A bit of a resurgence. We had a small tech pause there. My house didn't turn red, so it felt a little off. And it now looks a little off as we get back into things. This Team Liquid are falling apart at the seams. Patatek, the last man standing, 1 versus 4 with a rifle in hand.
Just going to defuse.
They are. There's nothing he can do about it. And only the one...
They're probably not going to go back and go this direction again. So they've decided to go back and go this direction again.
A flash from Camo. He's on his way for another opening pick. Mr. Fallen and Yedege. Oh, wow. When Camo has his crosshair anywhere near you, it's going to be a clean sweep of a round for Liquid. Oh, even the third pick up towards elbow. He might be on for the ace here. 8 bullets, no reload, and, well, no chance as Cracks catches him off.
Cover going down.
I'm not sure if there's a way back in. 2 players still deep within main, the other 2 just waiting close.
Last player standing.
And a captain will at least be able to clear 1, but then Natsa, Yedege back over to the A side of the map. A lot of players in the right place. And with Showstopper available, Dimensional Drift as well, like this round should go the way of Foot, but that's not a bad start. Here comes that Showstopper straight through the smoke, and it hasn't quite connected, but he's found Kiko instead. And the spam back through actually gets rid of Patatek, leaving 2 players standing, but one of them, well, I guess more so limping. This is not going to be easy.
No, they've got the good positions as well. Up in heaven, ready to swing on contact of Zeus, or maybe not ready at all. Luckily, Yedege is able to fly under the radar and take down 1 before falling. 8 seconds. Plant needs to be found. Serial desperately low. No time to get this pick and plant. And so the round is a chance for Foot to run away with this.
Well, they had to take a half buy in the last round just to get to this stage. Camo again, and it's just the trades back and forth. Only Zeus being able to put anything onto the board. And a captain's re-aggression, though. The timing onto Serial is going to be everything, but he actually corrects.
Immediately just go running. It's the right call. What about a free pick otherwise? Just confirming that's a decoy. Definitely a wise choice. Viper's Pit. That's in play from spawn. It's going to get close to the spike, but not quite onto it. Oh, in fact, I'm incorrect. It does cover it just about, so there will be some room to cause some mayhem. But with the Viper's Pit in return, the spams, as soon as you tap that, will delete you. They're going to need to clear Viper from Team Liquid out of that back site, and there's plenty of bodyguards watching for the push.
Oh, Camo's done well. Oh, sorry, Camo's gone down. Zeus has done well. Kiko with a response, but he'll also fall and be traded out. Still getting into this Viper's pit is not going to be easy. Both squads on either side. Serial still stands, and Natsa is at the back, but it's Panatek just spamming to try and help out his teammate.
No need to overextend either with the man advantage. This is set up well for Foot.
Yeah, especially with Cracks being desperately close to his ultimate, but Kiko starting to come alive. Had a quieter start to this map, but him doing well on the raise. He also knows there's a player around this corner, but doesn't want to overextend. Also being pulled back at the same time into this 3 versus 3. Serial on the site has heard everything, but it's all just a ruse, and he gets nothing for it. Showstopper now available as well for Cracks, but he's low on HP. Panatek left in a clutch scenario, but he doesn't.
Let's see if their attack side can find the success that it most certainly didn't when it came to Haven.
Already straight in towards the A site they go. They revealed a player at the back site, and well, Camo's gone swinging. This definitely makes things a little bit more troublesome for Kiko. Under serious pressure, and he gets nothing for it. Nats, though, has been able to bring back some semblance in the round.
All 3 players towards the back site from Foot, looking to take the fight together. Cracks and Mr. Fallen got themselves a bit of a high-low. A little bit off on the angle, but it'll work. For the contact, for the execution in favor. A late round play, and they're very correct.
Yeah, there's left one player behind in the form of Zeus, who might be about to try and sell the ruse, but with Camo deep within the site, Panatek there alongside him, and now they've got the spot onto one of those players. Wow. The setup is sublime. A little pop flash to help out, to act as a bit of a distraction, but obviously some severe disadvantages in terms of the weaponry. Zeus was very aggressive in his stance on that side of the map. Yedajay has been able to find a gap, though. This gap could be Camo's undoing. The amount of space that he's already been able to take, and in fact, it completely missed the boat on where he is. Yedajay with a ludicrous
stealth. And the A site, with that much pressure put on, they think B is going to be a little bit easier. Spike picked up, rotation underway. Still 2 players there, but maybe not for long. Nice pick by Zeus. They're sticking with 2.
If the decoy was the other player, he would have got the job done. But look how low the players within the B site are for Liquid. Camo, obviously a little bit lower on health. I think a lot of that was the decay of the Viper Orb. Definitely still wary that there could be players in behind. Foot have sold the idea that there could still be a nasty flank that has to be dealt with. In goes one. Kiko wins the battle, but again, still desperately low on HP, or a couple of those players. The problem is, it now comes all down to one. Camo healthy as he goes to swing, and Serial is just dimensional drift, and that he's used his own fake out to try and sell the steps that there are players still within A main. It has slightly started the rotations back in the other direction, but the realization is there from Liquid. They paused just at the right moment. A little cheeky spot from Kiko, but he's so homed in on towards main that he ends up losing that fight. The problem, though, is that the players within B main have not been able to do anything.
Just holding. And then Vents, well, what if they walk through there? No problem. Because Nats is holding in B heaven, just watching mid passive. So the space they're getting is useless. 2 Foot, and when they eventually go to say, okay, heaven was empty last time. It was given up. Let's fight for it. Well, look what happens. They're there, ready and waiting. They've adjusted 3 players now in position. I love the
aggressive B main hold now in play as well from Serial. This could actually put the round to bed, because I don't really know why Mr. Fallen would ever be expecting anybody to be here. There you go. It was actually a jump scare. And while we watch that fight coming through, Nats has wiped out the remaining teammates. Mr. Fallen, what? Okay, Foot classic. That's clearly the bundle you need to be buying. Because
he'll fall back. A star in position just now, and it's a smoke. Mr. Fallen runs through it. He knows that time is not on his side. He can't wait around. Has to make his own opportunity, but now they've grouped up, and the high-low. And that may be... Oh, no, it's leaving. I thought this could work perfectly. If they go vent, we can see the gap. Of course, they can't. But they're about to realize just how many players have gotten ahead of this play. How many are waiting for them on B as 2 are spotted up in heaven. I was going to say it might work out in their favor, committing to B, but that's not a rotation. That's a reposition from Liquid.
Oh, Zeus is so low. It needs an instant shot, and he will find it, but Natsa is so quick on that trade, and now isn't facing anymore. Not giving Mr. Fallen anything, waiting for Camo to rotate in. Even he's playing a bit of an off angle here. It could be a nasty surprise for Mr. Fallen. Oh. See if it comes back to bite them. For now, it seems like the economy of Liquid is going to be the more defining factor of this round. A lot of pieces missing, although Camo still manages to get one. Serial's found another. In fact, he gets two from there.
Like this.
On the edge of the smoke with a Sheriff. Luckily, Yedajay is still in position, but now Paditek, you say it might have been a bold re-swing, but that man is feeling confident right now. Said it throughout the match. His individual is there alongside that supportive utility, and now Mr. Fallen has to try and save them in the upper bracket, but it will not be the case. Liquid get the job done in 2 and continue in the upper bracket.
Выстрелить на год, что потом ходить на вью, пытаться делать шоу. Я встану надолго, лучший парень, закрой рот. Посмотри, как они дэнсят, лучше водить хоровод.